Before he finished, rapid footsteps and shouts came from the box, everyone yelling for Shin to return, dinner getting called. At this moment, Bai Zheng chimed in, thinking he was still best pals with the back crew, mentioning that joining the alliance is a great deal for them too. With a splash of colour, he painted the future post-graduation, the alliance would officially transform, with everything falling into place. Facing these sweet nothings, the crew in the background couldn't help but burst into chuckles, and Bai Zheng wasn't backing down either, curling his lips into a sarcastic grin as he revealed the truth of the matter. The real foolishness wasn't anyone else, just the guy in front realizing the danger. Sign quickly turned around to face the music. Unfortunately, his escape route was blocked by alliance members. Chen Dai dragged Sign to the rooftop for a showdown, but for him, it was just a one-way ticket to a beatdown. Amidst punches, little brothers fell one by one, their screams and curses echoing in the cramped space, with no mercy from the back. The gang pinned everyone down. Chen Tai caught, surrounded by alliance screams for humiliation, while Chen Dai quietly noted. Just then, Chen Tai's Sign finally showed up, and Chen Dai spotted his new prey, excitement lighting up his eyes like a kid on Christmas Eve. Sign dragged his backpack, quickly pulled out his weapon of choice from his pocket, but Chen Dai seized his hand and mercilessly tossed away his weapon. Then he knocked him down with a punch. Sign grabbed the flower pot, snatching Chen's glasses when he was distracted again. Wielding the glasses leg like a weapon, he fiercely plunged it into Chen Dai's foot, causing Chen Dai to scream in agony, and Xian Qi was not to let it rest there. He was determined to ensure Chen Dai would forever remember this lesson. Chen Dai blocked Xian's lethal blow, pushing him down. Xian clung on, ready to counterattack. Chen Dai pushed Xian down, while Xian kept lurking for a chance to strike back. Things were spiraling out of control fast. Chen Dai just kept pushing down Xian like his brain was stuck on repeat this move. All we could witness was a breathtaking, multiplayer game of who pushes whom down, amidst which Chen Dai seemed to be completely immersed in his newly discovered genuine joy up there. Just when the famous Jamie arrived, Weldon was also sprawled on the floor. Talk about rough times. I can't believe it, a bunch of totally irrational problems. Is it really that exaggerated? As Sheen fought to open his eyes, a familiar voice of Honey buzzed in his ears, thinking, I wish I could just go back to sleep. Sheen whispered to ask what happened, and Honey simply told him that 300 fortunate souls had been brought here. He assured them such a thing wouldn't happen again, and Sheen followed up with, but why are the boys treated like this? Meanwhile, a group of teens were fighting in the corner, making it feel like a championship for the great teen argument. Bai Zheng, in a frigid tone, inquired about his whereabouts, announcing that the venue had been raided by the police. Truly, a mood killer that left him feeling helpless and desolate. He was eager to know exactly what the police had stated and what the real root of the problem was, where on earth it lay. Rescue you? Sorry, Rachel. Suddenly asking why you called me here, planning to bury these words or something. Look, the bright ideas just keep shining like a colorful rainbow. Rebuilding the catchy hooks, you're just like my inspiration coming back again. We may be a bunch of punks, but at least we're on the same team. I'm just taking a little break. Don't count on me, I'm merely a minor thug lending a hand, yet I ended up being betrayed by that white guy again. Then, leaving it ill get in touch, they waited for Shine at the school gate next day. The back cheekily yelled his name, exaggerating how they waited so long for him to go to school. Their necks were nearly breaking. Along the way, they laughed and chatted, atmosphere warm and relaxed, Shine helplessly trailing like a sidekick. The back crew teased, our ice princess finally melted, last year's freeze just couldn't hold. Shine held back a smile, looking nonchalant on the outside, but inside he was already blooming with joy. After the first period ended, everyone gathered around Shine again, chattering and teasing him. The black crew asked if he wanted to go to the supermarket, but Shine refused, reminding him it's Xian's treat today. On the playground, Xian mentioned the run-in with the Alliance, making it clear this wouldn't just blow over easily. The back crew confidently patted their chests, assuring everyone they had it all handled, and urging them to enjoy this hard-earned peace. But just as they relished the vibe, his phone suddenly buzzed, and it was the police calling. They asked him to swing by the station, and after the call, his face changed slightly as he quickly assured his friends everything. But when Xian curiously asked, he forced a smile and hurriedly said he had something to do, leaving everyone else confused. Having spun a tale, he left his friends looking worried and uneasy just after receiving that call from the police. They informed him that the students were technically not minors, but now they'd changed their tune. This was getting tricky. The back's father lay weakly shouting on the detention room floor, looking painfully lonely, making the back's heart ache. He tried dialing Bai Zheng, but no one picked up, while his phone kept receiving invites to join the Alliance. Just then, those 3 students slowly walked past him, almost like they were in a world-saving drama. Furious, they were caught and beaten thoroughly, while someone immediately called Bai Zheng, seriously, can't even. Should we send more people? Baijian calmly nodded, his response nonchalant. No, just let it be. Back at the base, Baijian was informed that the gang leader was waiting for him. He walked into the office asking, "What's up?"